Welcome, crypto family, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as we do each and every day, as well as Mad Money's Jim Cramer endorses Ether as a great store of value amid the US dollar concerns. We'll also be discussing the spot Ethereum ETF approval may be better for Bitcoin, according to the Giga Chad. Mikey Saylor. We'll also be discussing crypto advocate Samson warns, beware of politicians, pro-crypto U-turn. We're also going to be discussing stronger and more sustainable uptrend now in play for the King Crypto BTC. According to an analyst, I'll be sharing his outlook along with his $100,000 Bitcoin price prediction. In breaking news, Donald Trump declares the United States must not settle for second place in the crypto industry. He gave a very prolific Bitcoin speech, quoting him here, "I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from Bitcoin, and I'll never allow the creation of a CBDC." God bless him. He also says he is going to pardon Ross Ulbricht on day one of becoming president, and a lot more goodness I'll be sharing with you in today's show. And in fact, Max Keiser shared with Trump in the game. Bitcoin's rebellious DIY mid-70s like cypherpunk era is truly done and dusted. Nation state, hedge funds, and sovereign wealth funds game theory kicks in. Bitcoin price heading to $1 million per coin. Remember, Bitcoin has no top because fiat has no bottom. Preach. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Welcome, Crypto La Familia. Big day, very bullish news we've had all week, and it's been pretty incredible, especially with what Trump just shared in his speech, saying he's going to protect Bitcoin and the right to self-custody. I mean, it's precisely what every Bitcoiner dreamed of hearing about, and being protected against the evil agenda of the CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. Let me know, fam, if the stream is loud, clear, and smooth. We should be streaming not only on the tube, but also on X. I got the tech glitches solved, hopefully, and we're streaming loud and clear. And also, we're streaming on Twitch and Kick and Rumble. So this is a 5-stream live, all-in-one phenomena. So enjoy the show, family. And good to see you guys out there. What's poppin'? What's good? Happy Sunday. Fun day. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin holding strong at around the $69,000 mark. We only have a few more days left. This week will end the month of May. Yeah, I mean, shout out Stress-Free VIP. Shout out Mick Footinator. Shout out Jennifer. Shout out Chandy. Good to see you, girl. How you been? Self-custody for the win. Trump the GOAT. Yeah, he just secured 50 million votes for crypto, yo. I am telling you, everyone in crypto is going to vote Trump. What's the alternative? You vote Biden, who's anti-crypto, anti-Bitcoin, anti-self-custody, right? As far as I'm concerned, Elizabeth Warren and the chairman of the SEC are financial terrorists. I'll say that loud and clear. I'm going to read you a tweet shortly from Winklevoss, him calling it out straight up. And also shout out Tom Emmer, the congressman who called out the CCP-style corruption of Yellen, Gensler, and the rest of those mofos. You already know they're enemies of Bitcoin, family. But we're draining the swamp, as Trump would say. Anything to stay out of jail, says Rob. Politics make me sick, says Patrick Bryant. Shout out to all the members of the channel as well. And if you guys are watching the stream live on whether it's X, Rumble, wherever, I encourage and invite you to YouTube. That way, all of your comments and questions will be shown on screen as we're going to focus on the show with the YouTube comments, and then when the YouTube stream ends, we switch it over to the Rumble comments for the uncensored version of the show, and we're going to continue streaming the uncensored version everywhere except YouTube. So it'll commence on Rumble, X, Twitch, Kick, virtually everywhere except YouTube, because they're, you know, strongly censored, as we all know, right? What up, Bobby Digi? What it do? Crypto Voodoo, K-Jam in the building, Molly. Always an honor, family. Shout out Devon. Good to see you as well. What's poppin'? Darth Melda. Always an honor. What up, JV? Chillin' like a villain, overdose on penicillin, but still a Shaolin monk like Krillin. Shout out Dragon Ball. Creator, rest in peace. You already know, family. I even got my my sidekick chair here. That's actually my daughter's chair. She was in the office with me last night. We can say that's Nipsey's chair for the day, right? But anyways, welcome everyone joining the stream. Santa Ynez Valley in the building. California, please stand up. Shout out XX. Trump is a smart man. He saw the light. Brilliant, truly brilliant. Great timing, especially off of the anti-CBDC bill as well, because Trump stands by that. He says he's not going to allow a central bank digital currency in America, and a bill just officially passed saying it's not allowed. So big strides in crypto. Is United States going to embrace Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? Not something we anticipated, was it? Crazy how the game theory is in full effect. Hence Max Keiser's prediction of Bitcoin hitting $1 million. Now with Trump's support for Bitcoin. We're going to be breaking that down here in a little bit. Pump the likes, pump the stream. Please repost this. Spread the word. Let everyone know that JV is live and in the motherfucking flesh. My bad. And let's pump it up while we're at it. You know what I mean?
Pump it up. Pump it up.
Just blaze. Waiting for the big pump. Big pump amongst us. New all-time highs in play, family. You already know. Not too far away from price discovery, which is 73.8. We just basically tapped 70 the other day as a high, which was at 4,000 away from all-time highs, family. It's going to get pretty lit. I can't wait to start doing pump watches again. It's going to be pretty lit. That's a Bitcoin Princess pink chair. Precisely. It is absolutely a Bitcoin Princess gaming chair. You nailed it, Chandy. Right on. That's my daughter's chair. Bitcoin pumping it up, as we always do. Still not voting for Trump, voting for Nipsey. Not that my vote matters anyway, says Michael. Is it safe to say, is everyone who is capable of voting and allowed to vote, are all of you going to be voting for Trump? Is anyone voting for Biden? I'm just curious. I'm not going to use it against you or judge. But if anyone's voting Biden, let us know now. And I know some of you may be voting for RFK Jr., who's running independent. Let me know. GTSY, I came over from the Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. The pink chair is so cute. Thank you, Darth. Pump it up. Yeah, pump up the likes while we're at it. Let's get this shared across all the platforms, family. I appreciate it. We're streaming everywhere on 5 platforms right now.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up.
That's what's up, Jennifer. So we got 77 on X. Right now, we got 130 on YouTube. Let's see by the end of the stream which platform reigns supreme when it comes to the live audience. I have a feeling it's going to be X. My guess is 1,000 live viewers by the end of the show, exclusively on X. I think YouTube will probably have like 300, and I'm going to guess Rumble will have 200. Just speculating, but we shall soon see. It's interesting. I think X has taken over as far as the best streaming platform. Run the math. I have 72 to 73,000 subs on YouTube. I go live, only 100 people here. I only have 30,000 followers on X. We go live. We've been getting over 1,000 people, previous streams streaming on X. So it goes to show you the live audience is more lit, or they're just being notified. I have a feeling my channel on the tube is still shadow banned to a sense, to where people don't receive the notifications. They don't get the emails when I go live. If they have notifications turned on by hitting that bell button, they're not getting notified. So nobody even knows I'm live on YouTube. So I think by being live on X and the other platforms, people will realize I'm live, and then maybe they'll come join us on the tube to interact in the chat. We shall soon see. That's what's up. Thank you for the numbers. Sporadically throughout the show, it helps me gauge and understand where we're at. I'm just happy that we're streaming live on all the platforms. I got all the tech glitches ironed out. I had to do some customization in the advanced settings. Bada boom, bada bing. You may have lost a little momentum on X, but it comes back strong. Amen. We definitely lost momentum on YouTube since being terminated under false pretenses, because our streams at one point were getting 1,000, 1,500 people on stream as like a normal thing. And now after being terminated for a week and a half, it's like starting from scratch all over again. It's mind boggling. That's the tube for you. But that's why we're not dependent upon any one platform. We're grateful to be back on YouTube, still show YouTube some love. It's the biggest YouTube community there is. Of course, they show us love, but at the same time, we're not dependent upon any platform, because then you can just get shut down down and you'd be in the palms of a big corporation who can just crush you at will. The fact we're streaming everywhere, we're on every major platform, including every major podcasting platform which the show is syndicated on. Even if they try to shut us down on one platform or two platforms, we still got thousands of episodes in all the other platforms. So what don't kill us only makes us stronger, as a wise man once said. You know what I mean? Everyone should be more focused on their local Congress races. Word up. I have the bell button and it never dings. Exactly my point, Chandy. We may have to put more tracks out. We may have to. I'm on YouTube, Kick, Rumble, and 3 tabs. Shared 2 times on X. You're the bomb, Diggity. Greatly appreciate that. Thanks, everyone, for the support. You guys are incredible. Crypto Voodoo, James Elsey, what to do? Crack knee in the building. Shout out all the members of the channel. Please vote Trump as the current government threatens the Western economic system. Decentralized CNA. Amen to that. I stand behind that. Already 115 people on X, because X gonna give it to you. We gonna give it to you. Pump it up.
Look, pump it up if your game went long. When the dip hit,
you just ate like King Kong. But anyways, family, if you're new to the stream, very important, smash the like. Repost this and smash the subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, 7 days a week, including Sundays, just like this. Church is in session. I'll be preaching the holy gospel of Satoshi, as I do each and every day. Today is pod episode number 1651. I'm your host, JV, and it's May 26, 2024. Bitcoin still on the cusp of 69,000, so we have been holding strong, which is a beautiful thing. Let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. In fact, on Coin360, we're back above 69,100. ETH has been pumping, currently trading just under 3,900, up 3% on the day, while Solana, XRP, Cardano, and AVAX all correcting and in the red. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the current crypto market cap sits at $2.57 trillion with 56 billion in volume. For the past 24 hours, Bitcoin dominance back on the decline at 52.8%, as the Ether dominance back on the climb at 18%, which is to be expected now that the Ethereum ETF got the official green light from the SEC. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, we got Jasmy up 16%, ENS up 13%, and Ondo up 8%. Below that, Lido Dow, the infamous Pepe, and Aave. Now, which particular altcoins, fam, are you guys most bullish on for this particular run? Holla at your boy. Let me know in that live chat. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective on the daily. Safe to say 80 to 90% of the market correcting and in the red, only a handful actually in the green. And zooming out on the monthly for a more broader perspective, I'd say 65% in the green, 35% in the red. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index, we're currently rated as 75 greed. Yesterday, 76 extreme greed. Last week, a 72. And last month, a 70 in greed. So there you have it, my crypto la familia. Where do you feel the Bitcoin price action is likely to take us by the end of the month for the end of the May monthly close? Holla at your boy. Shout out to the Rumble fam, X fam, YouTube fam, Kick fam, Twitch fam. We streaming in 5 communities. You gotta love it. If you want to interact in the chat you see on your screen, simply head on over to YouTube. Find your boy and interact. All of your comments, I'll do my best to read them out loud in between all of the segments of the show. Bitcoin's not going to 1 million. How dare you say that, Frankie Nimble Frank? How dare you? I would dare say 1 million is inevitable. Already a done deal. Wait for it, family. I'm not preaching that that's happening any day soon, but mark my words, there will be a day where Bitcoin will smash $1 million, and it's going to feel effortless. And when it does, I may be rocking the I told you so t-shirt. Just saying. I bet for a Pepe ETF coming this cycle, anything's possible. Anything's possible. Casper and IBM, Rove AI, governance. Casper Labs is a monster, says DTH. Hit the like, folks. Thank you. It is free to do so. If we follow the fibs, then it's going to 2.8 million or billion. Thank you for that, Jennifer. I'm always so bearish on these predictions. I don't know why. Somebody slap me. You know what I mean? Wake up, JB. Why are you so bearish? We're going to 2.8 billion. Send it. I got 3 bands on Pepe and my lady. $5 million Bitcoin 2024. Why not, McFootnator? Why not? Honestly, though, Bitcoin does have no top because fiat have no bottom. Let's see 75 for a start. You short-term mofos, I'm just saying, is it that difficult to have a long outlook into the future? Like a few years? Do we got to be stuck on like this week? 70. Let's focus on 75. Come on. I mean, it's exciting price discovery, but we've already virtually tapped 74. So how exciting is that really? Can't you just look into the next year or the next epoch cycle peak and be like, yo, JV's right. 1 million easy peasy? Let me know. I want to know your thoughts. Gianna Luca, welcome, family. Yo, what it do? Watch Chili's rise yesterday. A lot of Pepe fams. Go Pepe. Meme coins. How many meme coiners are there in the chat? Let me know. If you're a meme coiner and you're betting on Pepe for the win or any of the meme coins, Bonk, Doge, rest in peace to the Doge dog. He just died a couple of days ago. Now he's in doggy heaven. Look at the Nippinator. We're going to be watching him for signals throughout the show, and he's doing a nice little stretch right now, just saying. 147 on X, the return of the JV. You know how we do, Phil C. Bring it. 75, 75, 75. Can I get an 85? Can I get a 95, 105, 125, 150, 250, 350, 450, 500, 1,000 per biddy? Now we're talking no diddy. Just got to make it clear. No one is going to see it coming, and it's going to get more than $1 million per Bitcoin. That's right, because $1 million's inevitable, and so is 10 million. And if I want to keep it 300, 10 million is inevitable. 100 million, inevitable. I'll just stop there. I can keep going. Collect meme coins to get more of the Satoshis, says K-Jam. Do what it do. Just stack sats like a G. You know what I mean? 100K by the end of the year. Got the stopwatch. Let's go. 100 G's, baby. Anyways, fam, let's kick it with our Bitcoin technical analysis, aka astrology for the broskies. And shout out to all the broskies and the no coiner brokies, as Tate would say. Bitcoin stayed near the key price levels into the May 26 weekly close, as we can see here on the 1 hour chart, with trading focused at 69 G's, baby. And speaking of 69 G's,
60 G's, baby!
you already know. Data from TradingView showed strong performance by Bitcoin, which briefly passed 69.5 before the consolidation. Weekend upside, with some key market observers predicted, nonetheless remained capped by familiar resistance zones. Quoting analyst Dan Crypto Trades, as prices ranging around 69,000, there's some liquidity building up on both sides. He also said, most notably, we have 68.3 and 69.8. Good levels to watch in the short term going into the new week. Amen. Now, this chart also showed liquidity concentrations for the Bitcoin perpetual swaps on the largest global exchange, Binance, as you can see here on your screen. And across the Bitcoin order books, liquidity was increasing around the spot price, leading to lower volatility, but upping the odds of a liquidity raid later. Now, Keith Allen shared, Bitcoin lost 69,000 again. It's our strongest and most important resistance level on the chart. I'd like to see a weekly close above 69 Gs to gain some confidence in a measured move to 73,000. Let me know, chat. Do you think we'll close above $69,000 today, or potentially above 70,000 for the weekly close, which is in a few hours? Holla, let me know. He also acknowledged the United States markets would be closed this Monday. That's right. It's Memorial Day holiday. I forgot all about that. So happy Memorial Day weekend, family. And on the topic of resistance, popular trader Rec Capital cast a spotlight on ground above 71,000. That's right. The Bitcoin price action after the April block subsidy halving confirmed the market exited the danger zone, which tends to accompany such events. But you know, as they say, my middle name is Danger, broskies. Despite this, the bulls are not out the woods yet. Quoting them here. Since the Bitcoin post-halving danger zone, Bitcoin broke out to 71.5. However, 71.5 is where the range high resistance of the macro reaccumulation range is, and this is where Bitcoin rejected from. He also shared alongside the chart, the consolidation continues, and history suggests it'll continue for several more weeks between 60 G's, baby, and $70,000. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analysts. And yeah, let's go back to the Chizzy chat. What up, guys? Welcome everyone just joining the stream. If you're just joining us, make sure to repost this, spread the word, smash the like, subscribe, get the word out, help with the algo. It's always appreciated. And if you want to interact in the chat, which I highly encourage you to do, because first and foremost, this is a live and interactive show, simply head on over to YouTube and interact. Every comment will show on screen and I'll do my best to read them all out loud. You know what I mean? Welcome, Joseph. He says, I don't mind seeing Bitcoin go up. I might not like the dollar going to zero. EBT cards already falling behind the cost of foods. Word up. It is going to 80 degrees Monday. Temperature. It's so obvious who has paid sponsors. Cardano, anybody? I'm not a fan of Charles Hoskinson personally, especially considering he's an enemy of Bitcoin. And you know how I feel about the enemies of Bitcoin. I've done segments on the enemies of Bitcoin. Shout out to Peter Thiel. He did a speech at the Bitcoin Miami conference a few years ago entitled The Enemies of Bitcoin. And he called them out straight up and included like Warren Buffett. We all know what's his name who, you know, ascended earlier in the year. I think that was Munger. That was this year, right? I lose track of time. I don't know if that was last year or this year, but Charlie Munger left us. Obvious enemy of Bitcoin. There's in fact a lot of enemies. We know Biden's an enemy of Bitcoin. We know Senator Warren is an enemy of Bitcoin. Jamie Dimon is an enemy of Bitcoin. I think Larry Fink is a clear enemy of Bitcoin, but he does hold now through Coinbase, their custodian, like an insane amount of biddies. I believe now over 400,000 Bitcoin, but I still perceive him as an enemy. We can discuss that on the uncensored version of the pod. The stock exchange should remain open 24/7. Crypto doesn't sleep. Why should the fat cat traders, I'm with you on that, McFootnator, get with the program. It's 2024. Crypto don't sleep. JV don't sleep. Nipsey don't sleep. Why does the stock market sleep? I don't understand that one. Price means nothing. Purchasing power is everything. And one thing is for sure, the purchasing power of fiat is destined to continue to dwindle towards zero. And the purchasing power of Bitcoin is mathematically guaranteed to increase your purchasing power, because whatever the dollar does, Bitcoin does the polar opposite, like 180. You know what I mean? So dollar will continue to lose purchasing power and Bitcoin will continue to climb, gaining purchasing power. That's the genius in saving in Bitcoin. Not only is it a fantastic, the greatest store of value to ever exist, regardless of Jim Cramer saying Ethereum is the greatest store of value. We're going to cover that a little later. I think this guy is insane. That's why we inverse Cramer. But nonetheless, Bitcoin is a store of value. It's perfect money. It's pristine collateral. It's unFwittable. It's immutable. It's unconfiscatable. It's sexy. It's bringing sexy back. So if you want the ladies, stack the biddies, because first you get the biddies, then you run the cities. You already know, family. Sure feels good to have y'all back on the YouTube. Thank you, Crypto Voodoo. It feels good to be here. May the poor not starve. Amen to that. And would the ETH time to short XRP? Asked Steven or Stefan. Looking forward to some future pumping it up. Yeah, the pump watches are always fun. Can't wait to start the pump watches with the multi-stream on X. We've never done them before on X. So it's going to be fun. Mark my words. And again, if you're just joining the stream, smash the like, repost this, spread the word, hop on over to the tube, interact in the chat. It's going to be lit. We're going to be streaming probably for the next couple of hours. So a lot of news to share. So let's dive into our next story of the day. But first, remember, pump it up as I sip on some kombucha.
More than 5 shots in your stack, then get it on. Yeah. Had the people on my back to get a song. Reds broke, have a toke, we smoked them like a bomb. Oh, yeah,
we heard Cramer report that. But we don't listen to Cramer. We inverse that. You know what I mean? Get the biddies, get the kitties. First you get the biddies, then you buy the kitties. Yes, if you're purchasing kittens for your little ones, focus on the biddies, then you focus on the kitties. Remember in the Scarface, Tony Montana is like, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the girls. Well, with Bitcoin, first you get the biddies, then you run the city and get everything else you need. So focus on the biddies, family. I want to hear JV at night voice again. You want to hear the low monotone JV, smooth vibes, crypto news alerts, evening sounds with the lo-fi in the building. Yeah, with the vocal fry, JV. Yeah, so stick around for those. They're coming. Buy every dip, add to your bad, and don't panic, sell. Amen to that. Hit the like button and tell Drake the bull run is coming. It's kind of like the ice cream man is coming. As a kid, now we're like, the bull run is coming. You already know. JB was deemed dangerous. His channel was terminated. Yeah, if you missed the memo, I was terminated for 11 days on YouTube because I was dangerous. My content was too dangerous for the YouTube community. Then they retracted that, apologized, reinstated my channel, and here we are, as we predicted. 216 on X. Amen. So X has already beaten YouTube. We got 150 on YouTube, 216 on X. Goes to show you, for a live audience, X is superior than YouTube, hands down, because I have more than double the subscribers on YouTube than I have on X, but X, more people get notified and attend the stream. So now we got the best of both worlds because we're streaming on X directly. We could tap into that live audience. And also we're still streaming on YouTube for the YouTube La Familia, which we've cultivated. It took 6 years, by the way. First you get the money, then you get the biddies, then you run the cities. That's no Diddy. JV fixed the YouTube, got scared. Yeah, we were flexing on them though. You already know. They didn't like being flexed on. You know what I mean? Because you got to stand up for what's right. I call it fist of righteousness. You fight for a righteous cause. And when you do so, walking in God's light, and you just continue to shine your light on the dark forces of the world, light always wins. It don't matter. It can be the darkest cave in the world. One little spark from a candle, boom, let there be light. Changes the game. JV flexed and YouTube got scared. Pretty much. Burning sage is not dangerous. Exactly. Supporting Diddy is dangerous. So, I mean, if any platform supports Diddy, that's danger. And I'm going to call it right now. Hide your kids. Hide your wives. Protect your wives. Protect your kids. And hide your little sister from Drake, because Kendrick Lamar said to do so. So if you have a little sister, you may want to hide her from Drake, if you know what I mean. And might as well hide her from Biden as well. You're not riding with Biden if you're riding with JV in the stream. Just saying. Anyways, fam, here's the latest with Mr. Mad Money Jim Cramer endorsing Ether as a great store of value. Very interesting, coming from Cramer. Cramer, the host of CNBC's Mad Money show, shared his insights on Ethereum and the ETFs on Friday. The former hedge fund manager co-founded TheStreet.com, a financial news and literacy site, commenting on the U.S. SEC approving 8-spot Ether ETFs the previous day. Here's what the man said. I have Ether because it's a great store of value in a world where I think that the U.S. dollar is going to have a hard time because we have such bad federal budget deficits. Now, I find that alarming because clearly, yeah, can you use ETH as a store of value? I guess so, but it has a infinite supply. If you go to CoinMarketCap right now and you look at what's the maximum supply of Ethereum there could ever be, you're going to see the infinity symbol. So treating Ethereum as a store of value, in my opinion, is like treating fiat as a store of value. And we already know those that treat fiat as a store of value, what do we call them, folks? Family?
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
Let me know if that's true. I know for our live audience, it's probably not true. Most of you guys purchase Bitcoin to hodl. That's the name of the game, not to sell it at a later date. Correct me if I'm wrong.
People that use fiat currency.
Tell them, Michael, what do we call folks that use fiat as a store of value? No Diddy.
As a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor.
Bada boom, bada bing. Well said. While clarifying that ETH is not a stock, Cramer stressed, I think it's worth owning. Now, Cramer was once a Bitcoin supporter, but we obviously recognize the fact he is an enemy of Bitcoin Right, crypto fam. After initially recommending a 5% portfolio allocation to Bitcoin back in 2021, he divested his holdings due to ransomware concerns and because of China's crypto mining crackdown. What a loser. Cramer later disclosed an investment in Ether, but raised alarms about Binance, FTX, and Tether. And by December of 2022, he strongly advised investors to exit the crypto market, citing anticipated SEC actions against non-compliant crypto firms. Nonetheless, he said in January of this year that Bitcoin cannot be killed. This thing, you can't kill it. And the late Charlie Munger, who was so brilliant on so many things, was so blind to this, Cramer emphasized. It is a technological marvel, and people have to start recognizing that it's here to stay. Well, as they say, even a broken clock is right at least 2 times per day. So he nailed it with that statement about Bitcoin. But yeah, you already know, family.
People that use fiat.
Huddle strong. Tell them, smash the like button. Thank you, scan QR by the dips and huddle. Raven, welcome, and shout out to the huddle gang. Huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang.
Fiat currency. We call them poor. We call them poor.
Pretty much GC LLC. I think Bitcoin was on his mind too much, and it stressed them out, and maybe it killed him or unalived him. Better wording there for the tube. Maybe Munger got unalived because he hated Bitcoin so much. And they say when you hold on to hatred, it creates a lot of unnecessary stress in the body. I mean, mentally, psychologically, spiritually. So who knows? They also say, enemies of Bitcoin are cursed, according to Max Keiser. So you don't want to be an enemy of the bitty, if you know what I mean. Because really being an enemy of Bitcoin in all sincerity, like being 100, it's being an enemy of mankind because of what Bitcoin represents. It represents sovereignty and freedom. So if you're an enemy of Bitcoin, it means you're an enemy of human beings and the human race having sovereignty and freedom. So naturally, if you're one of the richest people in the world and you control the monopoly money, it's like playing the game Monopoly and you're the banker, of course, any competitor that undermines that dollar you're wealthy in as the king, you know what I mean? Don't want to get dethroned. And what does Bitcoin do? It dethrones the kings. It dethrones the central banking cartels. You feel me? He got pet rocked. Hashtag pet rock. Exactly. Who got the last laugh? Jamie Dimon. Come on now. We running with it. Making fun of Biddy, referring to it as a pet rock. Well, damn straight. Our pet rock is the ultimate store value. You'll never see another rock like it, including The Rock. Dwayne Johnson, for Christ's sake. Bitcoin unalived Munger. Yeah. Munger was a dinosaur, and we're in the age of technological revolution and financial sovereignty. Amen. Preach. Been waiting about the Bitcoin post having volatility. Don't play with the leverage trades until the market cools down a bit. Amen. Well said. Preach. Amen, JB. They not a Molly. Respect. Bankers are the best liars. I'll say they're good liars. They're not really the best. I mean, come on. There's a lot of folks that can get good at lying. Politicians are great at lying. Presidents could be great at lying. Bankers are fantastic liars because we know Jamie Dimon, but he's not that good at it, in my opinion. But I digress. Is price discovery coming this week? I think so. What do you guys think? Price discovery before the end of May. We got like another 5 days left. Let me know. Yay or nay. Holla. It was your insistent fig advocacy. Ooh, the figs. Those are delicious. Just saying. I love me some figs. Anyways, fam, if you're joining the stream, pump the likes, pump the stream, repost this, get the word out. We live and in the flesh. There's so much to share. A lot of bullishness. You're going to be sharing everything Trump just recently spoke about. They got the whole crypto united, the whole community. You know what I mean? I feel like there's going to be 50 million votes coming for Trump within crypto based upon what he just shared last night. So we got to discuss all this. And Max says this is going to catapult Bitcoin to $1 million per coin. I want to know your thoughts as well. Bankers can lie in the open and just pay the fine. Precisely what they do. JP Morgan Chase being the largest bank in the U.S., they get caught fraud every year. They pay multiple $100 million fines. Like it ain't no thing. It's just a slap on the wrist. Because what's even $1 billion fine when you're making $40 billion per year? It's like, oh, you profited $40 billion this year. shame on you. You defrauded all these investors. You rigged the, precious metal markets, Jamie Dimon. You just pay $800 million and all goes away. Sure thing. Then we can continue the same game plan next year, right? That's correct, Jamie. JV has basically written a new song with his words in the past 20 minutes. I'm a note taker. Oh, snap. Chandy is on it. And for you guys who missed the premiere of our new hit record, Can't Cancel Bitcoin, we're going to be premiering it again for a second time during the uncensored version of the show later on Rumble. So stick tuned for that. Does that even make sense? Stick tuned, stay tuned. Maybe yes is possible. One last dip, 61.63. Bring it, 261 on X. Not too shabby. Bitcoin below 74,000, a crab market for another month. 80 to 85 G is the next target price. Keep the comments flowing. I appreciate it. Let's discuss the latest from the Giga Chad. Spot Ethereum ETF approval may be better for Bitcoin, according to Saylor. That's right. The MicroStrategy founder changed his tone on the Spot Ether ETFs. Initially, he said there was no way they were going to get the approval. Do you guys remember that? He argued that the recent nod from the U.S. regulator is only good news for Bitcoin as well. Quoting him here. Is this good for Bitcoin or not? Yes, I think it is good for Bitcoin. In fact, I think it may be better for Bitcoin because I think that we are politically much more powerful, supported by the entire crypto industry. Saylor shared on the Peter McCormick pod on What the Bitcoin Did podcast. They serve as another line of defense for Bitcoin, he said. Following the news that the US SEC approved the 8 spot Ether ETFs to be listed on their respective exchanges, May 23rd, Saylor reiterated that this will accelerate institutional adoption. Bring on the institutional FOMO. As previously, wary investors will now recognize crypto as a legitimate asset class. Furthermore, Saylor explained they will allocate capital across the various crypto assets, but Bitcoin will still receive the majority of the capital allocated as the leader of cryptos. Quoting him again, I think mainstream investors will say, oh, there is a crypto asset class now. Maybe we'll allocate 5 or 10% to the crypto asset class, but Bitcoin will be 60 or 70% of it, he claimed. Let me know if you agree. Saylor acknowledged his opinion has changed on the spot Ether ETFs, given he previously was under the impression there was a slim chance of SEC approval. Quoting him here, 2 weeks before, the world looked like Bitcoin was going to be the only asset securitized and offered as a spot ETF by the Wall Street establishment, and it was going to spread as the one legitimate crypto asset. Then Saylor predicted on May 3rd that the SEC would classify ETH as a security, followed by BNB, Solana, XRP, and Cardano being viewed the same way. None of these tokens will even be wrapped by a spot ETF. None of them will be accepted by Wall Street. None of them will be accepted by mainstream institutional investors as crypto assets. Saylor's change in tone on the pod did not go unnoticed by the crypto community. Quoting them here, changing his tune a bit, Bitcoin commercial litigator Joe Clarisair posted the following. Is the next step Saylor buying ETH? That's a serious 180. Now I'll tell you straight up, I am highly doubtful that the Giga Chad, Mike Saylor, will ever purchase the Ethereum ETF. But let me know your thoughts, family. I'm going to read as many of these comments out loud as I can. And welcome everyone just joining the stream. Welcome Wisdom. What it do? He wrote bankers don't want to regulate folks to make money, or don't want the regular folk. Exactly. Don't own anything and be happy. Hell no. Buy all the dips, add to the bags, and take profits once in a while. Great sage wisdom coming from Wisdom. Great username you got there. Tell him. ETH ETFs were never in doubt with Larry Fink and BlackRock. And good point. They say what Larry wants, Larry gets. And Larry made it very clear a long time ago that Ether ETFs were coming because BlackRock's goal is to tokenize everything. And so what does that mean? Now that Ether got the green light from the SEC, we can say it's not deemed an unregistered security, right? It would be a commodity. What does that mean for the rest of the altcoin market that the SEC was claiming were unregistered securities? Well, Ether kind of sets precedent as the second largest crypto and the biggest altcoin there is, wouldn't you say? Let me know. To be honest, I don't know why people are feared when they cut interest or not. If interest rates were really important, the cuts, Bitcoin would be 6,000 and not 60,000 plus. Inflation has been up for years. Cuts don't really matter, says 19 Imperial 88. What up, Guido? Saylor's not an ETH fan. That's right. The infamous Saylor became famous off this quote.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm no number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
That's Mikey Saylor for you, one of the great mics. We got 4 legendary mics, at least that I could recall. We got the legendary Mike Jordan. We got the legendary Mike Jackson, the legendary Mike Tyson, and the legendary Mike Saylor. Just saying. You smell it too. Does it smell like securities right now? I want to know your honest thoughts.
Too many frauds and scams.
These clowns trying to take us down. What a guy. Wow, what a guy. Wow, what a guy.
Guess who's back? Back again. Gary's back. Tell a friend. Gary's back. Gary's back. Gary's back. Nah, nah, nah. Yeah, I can't wait to share this Winklevoss post with you regarding Gensler and my comment, which says, lock him up and put him in a cell next to SBF. I honestly believe the chairman of the SEC, Gensler, is implicit with corruption and fraud. I'm calling him out. Also, Senator Liz Warren. I think the two of them belong in a prison cell next to SBF. And I actually put that in the comment to the Winklevoss. I want to know your thoughts on that. I'll read it to you later and I'll show it to you. Let me know. You know it smells like securities. Which crypto news podcast is the best? Crypto News Alerts. Which one is the second best? There is no second best. There's a podcast called Crypto News Alerts, right? It yelling, smelling Gensler's farts. Oh boy, Molly. Too descriptive. Gary Gensler. Guy's a joke. For real. He was just implanted to stifle crypto innovation. He is not only an enemy of Bitcoin, but in my opinion, an enemy of mankind. And I'm happy we have congressmen with integrity, like Tom Emmer, calling that mofo out. Why is Gensler allowed to get away with these crimes? Anyone else would be in a prison cell. So I say he has to be held accountable. In my personal opinion, let me know if you agree. 301 on X. X fam. Bring it. I dig it. And we got 200 plus already on the tube. That's what's up. X is still outperforming the tube. Shout out to the X fam for holding it down. If you want your comments to be shown on screen, I encourage the X fam, even the Rumble fam, head on over to YouTube. That way you can interact in the chat. I don't think it's interactive on X, unfortunately, the chat. I mean, it may be, but you're not going to see it on screen. I can only read the comments from YouTube, just FYI. So if you want to interact, I encourage you to head on over to the tube. 92 on Rumble. Enemy of our wallets, for sure. Yeah, just not good people. Again, if you're an enemy of Bitcoin, you're an enemy of humanity. And if you're an enemy of humanity, we got a problem. So hence, enemies of Bitcoin shall dig their own grave and create their own demise, and which is ultimately what they all do. Each and every one of them. I think you're funny. Everyone does it. It's family friendly. Yes. What is the second best crypto news podcast? There's no second best. Right? Even if I wasn't on the tube, there's no second best. You come find me wherever I'm at, right? Also, shout out to those who listen to the pod on the pod side, which is, iTunes, Spotify. The podcast, the video version of the show gets syndicated to all the podcasting communities. All of our 1,651 episodes could be found on iTunes, Spotify, and where every major podcast can be found, just FYI. I would have bet money that there was no way in hell Gensler would approve an Ishcoin ETF. That's what everyone thought, but I don't think they have a choice because it would just make him look even more criminal than he obviously looks, right? Because what's the logic? Oh, we don't want it. Why? You already have futures ETFs, Gary. I'm no Claire Gare. I'm just here to confuse you, create no clarification, and go after everyone in crypto and imprison everybody and take all your money. That's ultimately his agenda, especially the exchanges and, crypto folk. JB rocking them aviators. That's right. No one rocks these aviators quite like I. Just saying. We don't need to worry about the Garys of the world. We have the Donald on our side. Thank God for the Donald. And we ain't talking Donald Duck. We're talking the Trumpster. Larry Fink has shown Gensler that he is not allowed to go pee with the big dogs. I like that. Gary wasn't involved in the approval. Clearly wasn't. Of course he wasn't. He wasn't even allegedly involved with the Bitcoin approval, because I'm going to say it one more time. Gary is an enemy of Bitcoin, hence an enemy of all of humanity. Let that sink in. I'll leave you with that. Let's dive into our next story of the day. Warning, warning. Headline reads, crypto advocate Samson now warns, beware of the politicians' pro-crypto U-turn. That's right. One of Mao's primary concerns is the failure of many politicians to distinguish between Bitcoin and other crypto. He emphasizes that Bitcoin, with its decentralized, permissionless, and censorship-resistant nature, stands apart from many of the other digital currency projects that have different characteristics and risks profiles. Quoting him here from X, I am not bullish on politicians becoming pro-crypto. It may feel nice given the prior hostile anti-crypto stances, but long-term is bad for Bitcoin. Without a strong Bitcoin ethos, the shift only paves the way for the next FTX, Luna, Genesis, and once again, we will pay for it. And this was off the back of Senator Cynthia Lummis's tweet. She wrote, it has been one of the most meaningful weeks ever for crypto in Washington. I joined my friend Laura Shin to discuss the eventful week and why I am more optimistic than ever about the future of crypto in America. Now, in essence, he's implying that lumping them all together under the umbrella of crypto can lead to misinformed policy decisions and regulatory frameworks that fail to address the specific nature of Bitcoin. He makes a good point there. Mao stresses the importance of developing Bitcoin-specific regulations and recognize its unique properties and potential benefits. He argues that treating Bitcoin like other cryptos could stifle innovation and hinder the growth of the transformative technology. Let me know if you agree. Now, Bitcoin is just not another cryptocurrency, he emphasized. It is a new monetary system with the potential to revolutionize the way we think about money and finance. We need regulations that are tailored to Bitcoin's unique characteristics to ensure its responsible and sustainable growth. And despite his concerns, he also acknowledges positive developments in the Bitcoin space, such as the increasing support from some policymakers and the growing adoption of Bitcoin by institutional investors. However, he still cautions that challenges lie ahead, particularly in terms of regulatory clarity as well as consumer protection. And according to some of the analysts, we need to strike a balance between fostering innovation and protecting consumers. The regulatory landscape is still evolving, and it is crucial policymakers take a thoughtful and informed approach to ensure the long-term success of Bitcoin and the broader ecosystem. Samson's analysis highlights the complexities and challenges associated with the increase in political interest in cryptocurrencies. And by emphasizing the need for distinction between Bitcoin and other cryptos, Mao aims to promote informed policy decisions and regulations that support the responsible growth and adoption of this transformative tech. So there you have it. Crypto fam. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Samson Mao on that. Yeah, I don't know. If I trust what Trump says, let's see some action, says Diana Jones. Well, here's one thing for sure. Politicians are smart. They know what to say to get your vote. So I completely understand where you're coming from. Someone who is well-informed could have just whispered in Trump's ear, say this, this, and this, and we're going to secure 50 million votes. And look at Nipsey getting a little nipsy with us. Personally, I think the Main Street adoption of Bitcoin is good. Whether Trump pushes it or someone else does it, it doesn't really matter. Seba Brown, the price will go higher when more people know about it. There you go. Yeah. What is that? 1,456 sats per dollar right now, conversion. So there you go. You can go stack 1,450 sats per dollar. Take advantage of it. There is no superior asset, Laura. Amen, Laura. It's going up forever, Laura. JV, where's the aviators to protect the rest of us? Amen. From his face-melting laser eyes. Very considerate. Exactly, Guido. It's almost like the best way to describe it is like Cyclops from the X-Men. As soon as the glasses come off, that Dr. Xavier specifically made for me to wear with my condition, laser eyes, the monitor will just go up in flames. The stream will immediately end. And it's no joke. Hence, I've had laser eyes for many years. I wasn't born that way, but through hard work and all that kind of stuff, I developed it. And my laser eyes are no joke. I'd hate to go straight Cyclops on any of you. So we got to keep the eyes protected, really for your own safety. It's safety first, as they say. Yeah, Bitcoin wins the public opinion war. That's good. Exactly. More and more eyeballs on crypto, family. And we all know Biden and his goons are anti-Bitcoin. So clearly, Biden has no chance. They have to rig the election again. And if he does rig the election again, hypothetically, we need to stand up and not allow it. If they all of us, let's say Trump's winning 90%, all the votes, and then out of nowhere, Biden hits us with 100 million votes, and every single vote just says Biden. Are we going to do something about it? Or just, it happened again, but oh well. Maybe next 4 years, it won't be fixed. We got to do something about that. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting on $1 sat. Yeah, $1 sat sends Bitcoin to $100 million per coin. Who's ready for that? Dollar per sat, 100 million per coin, as 1 Bitcoin is divided by 100 million sats. Let that sink in. 100 mil per bitty. And in fact, I'll share with you a prediction by Michael Saylor, his most bullish prediction of all time, predicting Bitcoin will hit 100 million per coin. I'll share that as a bonus. Stick around. I recently tweeted it. It's actually my most viral tweet. And it's actually Mike Saylor saying it. I transcribed it. It is actually an interview he did on Patrick Bet-David's podcast. They asked him, Michael, where do you really see Bitcoin going from here? And he gives this most bullish 100 million projection and why he believes Bitcoin will hit 100 million per coin. So stick around. Laser face and laser eyes. Amen. Diamond hands and laser eyes. We so early, that's for surely. We don't even care about price. That's quoting the great Robbie P. Shout out Robbie P. I'll take a penny at this point. You're on the tube, JB. Let's talk about the election on Rumble. Amen to that. I'd hate to be accidentally terminated again. It's happened quite a few times. Good point, Jennifer. Max Keiser, 220 in play. No, 1 million play. Get it right. Missed the stream. Glad you're back. Glad to be back. Trump tightens the thumb screws, or Biden, as Biden can never say he is for the biddies. He's taken 100 years. Bitcoin can be indefinitely subdivided so that everyone can have some. Cheers to that. Biddies run the world. Biddies rule the world. If I ruled the world, 1 million sats to all my sons. I love them, baby. Black diamonds and pearls. Could it be, if you could be mine, we both shine? If Bitcoin ruled the world, still living for today and these last days of time. Funny, yesterday I mentioned 2 mil. Wow, I was bearish. Let's go Saylor, 100 million. Exactly, Abel, that's my point. No one's slapping me or holding me accountable with my bearish predictions that I share. I can go way more bullish. Way more bullish. I'm more of a conservative. It's in my nature. Conservative JV, but every once in a while I got to flex with Darth JV. You know what I mean? Every once in a while. I blame Darth Melda. She rubs off on you. You think YouTube has an ego problem. You don't know Biden on YouTube. Too much censorship. Oh, you don't knock Biden on YouTube. Exactly, Grant. Long live President Biden. I'm being sarcastic, just in case you haven't recognized.
He said, we bought more bags, till we got a sword back. Can't short your dork, we can't afford that. Wait for the pump to come, we should have bought that. Crypto to zero, they really thought that.
Suckers. Crypto to zero. Who do you listen to here, Cramer? For Christ's sake. Anyways, fam, next story of the day. We shared the warning. Let's discuss this 100,000 target by an analyst. Then we'll discuss into the breaking news of Trump being pro-Bitcoin and saying he's going to protect our right to self-custody. He's going to pardon Ross Ulbricht. He's going to protect Bitcoin from goons such as Senator Warren and Biden and all that fun stuff. And then we'll tap into some live Q&A. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. Pump the likes, pump the stream, repost this, spread the word, and let's go. Yeah, the headline reads, stronger and more sustainable uptrend now in play for biddies, says crypto analyst. Here's the outlook. That's right. Widely followed crypto strategist thinks the King Crypto is in a position to ignite a breakout rally on the way to a fresh all-time high over the next few days. Can you see price discovery in the next few days? Maybe before the end of May this week? Let me know. In a new video update, we have crypto analyst Credible Crypto, who shared the Bitcoin may just have started a 5-wave rally, which can send Bitcoin to 100 G's, baby. That's right. That 6-figure milestone. Can you say 100K fiesta in Puerto Rico? Bring it. Credible relies on the Elliott wave theory, which states that a bullish asset often witnesses a 5-wave surge, where wave 1, 3, and 5 are upside moves, and waves 2 and 4 are corrective periods. And according to the analysts, Bitcoin's recent move from 60 G's, baby, to above 70,000 may have been the first wave of the rally, with the correction down to 66 serving as a wave 2 correction, quoting the analysts. Now that we can confirm that the first leg is done, what we are seeing now is the wave 2 correction. What follows? The wave 2 correction. And regardless of how deep it goes, it is a much larger wave 3, 4, and a 5. In our first wave up, we went from 60 to 70,000. That's a 10,000 move. That's a God candle, family. And the third wave is typically larger than that, and the fifth is equivalent. Now, he also says, bottom line, though, is wherever this wave 2 ends, we can expect at least $20,000 a further upside from wherever this correction ends. If this correction ends at 66, we're looking at a minimum of 86,000 per Bitcoin for this next completed impulse to the upside. Send it. He also says alongside the chart, more likely that's going to push into the 90,000s, potentially the $100,000 level. Send it. Now, Credible also believes that the rally will be a much more sustainable and stronger uptrend for BTC. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analysts, and can you see 100 G's coming or incoming sooner than later? Holla at your boy. I'll read these comments out loud before we dive into our feature story of the day and discuss everything Trump related and his new support for Bitcoin and crypto as per his most recent speech, which got everyone in crypto. I mean, if you type in Bitcoin right now on X, it's just everyone sharing the same video of Trump, and this is the most viral thing in crypto right now. I refrained from doing it, not to copy everyone else. I just made some retweets, which also went viral, so we know it's a very hot topic. Steven says, how can a fiat-based ETH ETF be successful? Well, Butalik can print more ETH at any time. Well, I can tell you it's not a good store of value. It may be considered good tech and have a lot of applications, obviously. However, store value, how can anything with an infinite supply like the US dollar be a store of value when it can just be devalued by printing more? And that's an honest argument. 100,000 by the second week in June, baby. 225,000 end of the year, 50 or 500 to 750 for the cycle peak. I love it. I'm right in alignment with you there, Jennifer. I can see it. I believe it. Gotta have faith. Both my favorite podcasts are on at one of the same time. What kind of black magic is going on? Content creators. Why you got to go live at 4? Come on. Where's the link to that Trump thing? The link to the Trump thing. Chandy, on my X account, I retweeted the videos and I also private DM'd you the video. Short video clip, Bitcoin Magazine posted it. Every Bitcoin influencer, crypto influencer posted it on X. Every single one of them. And so it's very easy to find. And you can find it on my X page as well, because I retweeted it. And I quoted Trump word for word as well with what he shared in the speech. So you can sample that in our new track. Live dog music for the dogs. 368 on X. Not too shabby, but let's get the numbers up, bro. Come on now. Reposts, spread the love if you're gaining any level of value out of this as the Nipponator indicator goes live. ETH is the mother Oz. What? From which all ish coins spring. Cybity Anonymous. 100 G's, baby. Gotcha. I'm so sorry, Overlook. Yeah, no worries. No worries. 5-wave surge. That's when you wave everybody goodbye who didn't believe in the biddies. What are you drinking, JV? Don George's wife wants to know. So random. Probiotic kombucha, FYI, not Bobby approved, but it does have the lowest sugar count I've found in a kombucha, which is only 9 grams, which is considered low because some of the kombucha brands have over 50% sugar. Sugar is poison. Sugar kills people. Oh, sorry, I retract that, YouTube. Sugar unalives people if you continue to eat too much of it or drink too much of it. It also causes diseases that are permanent, like something diabetes. I don't know if I could talk about this, so that's why I mentioned it. You got to be very selective with what you talk about with all the wrongful terminations going on. Me wine, no JV, to be clear. Ooh, you say wine. Vino. Check it out. Vivek Ramaswamy is definitely in the ear of Trump regarding what to promote. Regarding Bitcoin, makes perfect sense because Ramaswamy, along with DeSantis, dropped out of the Republican race and endorsed Trump. Was that all by design? Let me know. Donald Trump vows to commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht to time served if elected. Yes, he said day one of being elected, he would pardon Ross Ulbricht. Can I get a hashtag free Ross? That guy doesn't deserve to be in prison. He's already served 11 years. All he did was create the first marketplace, which was Silk Road, that traded Bitcoin. And the powers that be targeted him, and I think they gave him 2 or 3 life sentences. Like, that's fair. SBF was the biggest fraudster in the history of fraudsters. He defrauded tens of billions of dollars from investors, and he only got 25 years. So why is Ross Ulbricht serving a 2 or 3 lifetime sentence? That means he's going to be in prison in the afterlife? That's not cool. Let's pardon that guy, and let's all stand together on that. He don't belong in prison. He served his time, and let him out, and he'll be celebrated as a hero of Bitcoin, because honestly, he is. In my opinion, he's a hero of Bitcoin. I like the organic cane sugar, JB. That's some good ish. I like honey. I don't like fiat money, but I love me some honey. JB seems to be responsible to drink. He didn't seem to enjoy that champagne at the having party stream. You notice that? Like every sip I took of the champagne, and then I had a chaser. I was like, oh, this is gross. How do people do this? Yeah, I'm not a drinker, yo. Clearly not a drinker. Prison in the after. Yeah, who wants to go to prison in the afterlife? That's just messed up. You're like in the afterlife. Jesus is like, oh, you got to serve your second life term in prison. Please, Jesus. It was unfair. That's the judicial system for you. Get used to it. Trump said he'll support your Bitcoins. That's what's up. Prison. Yeah, no one wants prison in the afterlife. It's not fair. Do you really think Trump flipped crypto or just saying that for the votes? Trump is the most genius politician there is. Come on. Of course he knows what to say. He's no sucker. He knows how to get your votes. Let's just not forget, it wasn't too long ago, Trump says he is not a fan of Bitcoin or crypto, and specifically pinpointed Bitcoin, and says it undermines the value of the US dollar, which I totally get. He's the commander-in-chief for the United States. He has to protect the dollar. The reality is Bitcoin destroys the dollar. Do you understand that? However the dollar does, Bitcoin does the opposite. So the death of the dollar means the ascension of Bitcoin to infinity and beyond. So of course he's not a fan of it, but of course he knows what to say because he knows Biden is against it. And if you say the right thing, he can get 50 million votes. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean he's not going to embrace it. Maybe they recognize if the United States don't embrace Bitcoin and crypto, they'll be left behind, and that they have to, and there's no other choice. Maybe he's changed his stance. I don't know inside of his heart. I can't tell you his intentions, but on the outside, he's come full circle, like a lot of people do. So we shall soon see, fam. Ross did try and employ a hitman. However, he was not found guilty of it. So let's not throw charges at that young lad's way that he was not found guilty of. He was only found guilty of creating Silk Road and something to do with Bitcoin. He was never charged or found guilty of any of the hitman stuff people like to throw out there to discredit him. I say free Ross. I don't care. Free Ross. He created the first exchange where Bitcoin was ever traded. Free the man. He's a young man. He's already served 11 years in prison. Just saying. Donald is a businessman, not a real politician. There you go, Don. Does Trump even own any Bitcoin? The wallets that I have seen of his ETH and lots of ish coins? No, not on paper. Privately, we wouldn't know. And that's the beauty of Bitcoin. His speech at the Libertarian Convention was a case study for the art of the deal. He gives something to get something. He holds ETH. I think Trump saw the light with the feds going after him. Right on. We'll keep the comments flowing. Speaking of Trump, let's now dive into our featured story of the day, shall we? Donald Trump declares the United States must not settle for the second place in the crypto industry. He says he wants to protect the Americans' right to self-custody and protect Bitcoin from the goons of Senator Elizabeth Warren and Biden. So let's break all this down, as well as Max Keiser's feedback. He says Trump getting involved in Bitcoin is going to send Bitcoin to $1 million per coin. In fact, let's start with the Max Keiser tweet. He says, with Trump in the game, Bitcoin's rebellious, do-it-yourself mid-70s like cypherpunk era is truly done and dusted. Nation state, hedge funds, and sovereign wealth funds game theory kicks in. Bitcoin price heading to 1 million per coin. Remember, Bitcoin has no top because fiat has no volume or bottom, my bad, no bottom. And I also wanted to share you this tweet from Cameron Winklevoss. Approval of the Bitcoin ETFs required the courts to intervene. Approval of the Ether ETFs required the White House to intervene. Shows how dishonest and political the SEC government has become under Senator Warren's goon, Gary Gensler. Get him. Now I tweeted in response, let's rid the Goonies from the SEC, starting with Gensler and Warren. Send them both to prison where they belong, in a cell next to Bankman-Fried. F around, find out. Y'all remember the Goonies movie back when I was a kid? Hey, you guys. Yeah, we need to rid the Goonies from the SEC. I agree with that. Let me know if you agree with that sentiment, family. But yeah, check this out, yo. The former president of the U.S., the Trumpster, pledged to grant Silk Road founder Ross Ulbricht with a presidential pardon if he's reelected in November's election. If you'd like to see Ross become free after serving 11 years in prison for creating Silk Road, put a free Ross, a hashtag free Ross in that live chat. Let me know, quoting him here. If you vote for me, on day one, I will commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht, Trump said at the Libertarians Party National Convention yesterday, the 25th. He's already served 11 years. We are going to get him home, he said. And again, he is the creator of Silk Road, Ross Ulbricht, which is known as the first modern dark net market with a payment system built on Bitcoin. Silk Road started in 2011 and was run and operated by Ross from his personal laptop under the username Dread Pirate Roberts. And on October 1st, 2013, the U.S. FBI seized the laptop. Ulbricht was convicted in the U.S. federal court in 2015 for various charges relating to the operations of Silk Road. He was sentenced to 2 life terms. Good Lord, 2 life terms. Why does he have to serve a life term in the afterlife? It just makes no sense. Trump also addressed his pro-crypto stance after his changing his tune on digital assets earlier in the year, quoting Trump, I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. And he also said that before promising to protect those who choose to hold their crypto assets outside centralized crypto exchanges, quoting him here. I will support the right to self-custody to the nation's 50 million crypto holders. I say this with your vote. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin, he added, a vastly different tone to when he was calling Bitcoin a scam during his tenure as president. That's right. And now for some of the tweets I wrote, again, quoting him word for word. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from Bitcoin, and I'll never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. That's Donald Trump, word for word in this video clip in which I transcribed and shared. And he also says, I will support the right to self-custody to the nation's 50 million crypto holders, which tells me he just secured 50 million votes from the crypto community. But let's dive a little deeper. This headline reads, Donald Trump declares U.S. must not settle for second place in this crypto industry. That's right. The United States must not settle for anything but the top place in the crypto industry, according to former President Trump. He says our country must be the leader in the field. There is no second place. Kind of reminds me of the infamous Michael Saylor quote, there is no second best. Amen to that. Quoting Trump again, I am very positive and open-minded to cryptocurrency companies and all things related to this new and burgeoning industry, he said before taking aim at the current president, Mr. Biden, whom he is up against in 2024 with the presidential race. He also said, crooked Joe Biden, on the other hand, the worst president in the history of our country, wants it to die a slow and painful death. That will never happen with me. So he's clearly telling you that crooked Joe Biden is one of the biggest enemies of Bitcoin. And if it was up to him, Bitcoin and crypto would die a slow and painful death. But if you vote Trump, that will never happen. Let me know your thoughts on that. Trump's recent positive attitude towards crypto has raised expectations amongst the crypto industry of his potential victory. According to a Polymarket, a New York-based crypto prediction platform, Trump now has a 56% chance of winning the election, while Joe Biden stands a 38% chance. My question for you guys, how does Biden even have a 38% chance? I haven't met a single human being on planet Earth who says, I'm voting Sleepy Joe. So please enlighten me there. Do you know anyone voting for the guy? Curious. Let me know. This comes just after Trump announced his presidential campaign would accept crypto donations, which he did on May 21st. He said it had launched a fundraising page for eligible people to donate in crypto using Coinbase. The website featured logos for Bitcoin, Ether, Doge, SHIB, XRP, USDC, Solana, and ZRX. I would give some advice to Trump. Get rid of the USD coin. We shouldn't support that. USDC. Circle, the company behind them, is also anti-Bitcoin. Just FYI, if you don't know, now you know. We should be supporting pro-crypto stablecoins. I mean, pro-Bitcoin specific stablecoins such as Tether, USDT. Just saying, it's also the biggest and most trusted. Along with Trump making positive public announcements about crypto, he also reportedly met with crypto enthusiasts. That's what's up. He reported that people who purchased Trump's mugshot NFT had the opportunity to dine with Trump May 8th at his Mar-a-Lago residence. The dinner was part of the agreement with buying the digital trading cards, which feature his mugshot taken during the surrender of the Fulton County Jail in Georgia. What a gangster. But back to Max's prediction. Do you think Trump getting involved in the game and supporting crypto and Bitcoin and our right to self-custody and protecting us from crooks such as Biden and Senator Warren, who want to see the demise of Bitcoin and crypto, do you think that will send Bitcoin to $1 million? And if so, by when? Let me know, fam, in the live chat. I'm going to read as many of your comments out loud as I can. Welcome to the Q&A segment of the live stream. We're streaming live right now on X. We're streaming live on Rumble. We're streaming live on the Tube. We're streaming live on Twitch. We're streaming live on Kick. Let's go. DJ says Trump 2024. Also, let me know, who will you be voting for this presidential election? If you have the opportunity to vote, let me know. Chandy, seriously on that, he is embarrassing the U.S. on a worldwide stage. I feel bad for aging, but he commands the military as a chief leader of the free world. Yes, because the shadow government loves weak men. And I'll dive deeper into why that is on the uncensored version of the pod on Rumble. Clearly, the weakest man that could ever be in power is controlled by his puppet masters. You already know. Free Dread Pirate Roberts. Aye, matey. Exactly what Darth Melda just said. I bet Trump won't pardon Sam Bankman fried chicken. Good. He doesn't belong to be pardoned. However, you know who would pardon him? Biden. Remember, Bankman-Fried was the second largest donor to the Democratic campaign. More than likely, he can get pardoned like that. So if Biden becomes president, good chance of Bankman-Fried getting out of prison. If Trump becomes president, good chance Ross Ulbricht gets pardoned and gets out of prison. And I would hope he would also pardon Julian Assange, but I think he had an opportunity before and didn't. But I think if we demand it, he's going to do what the people demand because he's a man of the people. So let's get all the heroes of humanity out of prison. They don't belong there. It's wrong. You know what I mean? Don't you know trump it up? Don't you know trump it up? You've got to trump it up. Amen to that.
Don't you know, pump it up.
You've got to trump it up. Don't you know trump it up? We know all about it. Loved your show, JB. Tony Ver. Thank you, Mom. Wink, wink. My mom's my biggest fan. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Donald Trump. Muy bueno. Amen to that. Muy bueno. Got your vote, eh? Heck yeah, Trump 2024. I have to vote Trump. He's checking a lot of the boxes. I mean, what's the alternative at this point? What's the alternative? There really is no alternative. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts, family. And please, if you're watching the live stream right now, repost this, share it, spread the word. Let them know we're live on all platforms right now. I can't help but admire Trump. He is a media genius. Truly is. As usual, the future of his country depends on energy. We need to pump the oil we have and create a ton of new nuclear actors to have the power to run the new AI we have coming our way. Right on Matrix. If the Biden admins were smart, they would go Go ahead and pardon Ross to take that away from Trump. I know, but they're not really that smart. And they're not smart, and they're evil. No energy, no computing power, no superpower. Precisely. And don't forget to hit that damn like button. It does help, family. We got over 200 people right now on YouTube. 250. Whoa, not too shabby. Still rookie numbers. It's like starting all over with the channel, even though we have 73,000 subs since being terminated by accident by the tube. So it's like, start over, JV, but it's all good because we got a huge audience over on X and Rumble. So that which don't kill us only makes the kombucha stronger with less sugar. Just saying. Wow, 428 on X. That gets a flex. Let's go. Tweet the show. Thank you, Dat Sick. You the man. Show Dat Sick some love. Bitcoin to the moon, baby. Oh, yeah. What do we call folks that treat fiat as a store of value?
We call them the poor. We call them the poor.
You already know. One on Kick. I am so lonely there. Oh, no. We only got one person on Kick. That's terrible. Never share that again. Well, it's all good. I think this is like our third stream on the community. I figured, hey, once they took away YouTube, I say, let's just go everywhere. And hence, we're now everywhere. Exactly. You nailed it, Jennifer. 2% alcohol in the kombucha? No way. I don't think this one has alcohol. It says 31% less sugar than the leading kombucha brands. 31% less sugar, but not Bobby approved. Bobby, what's going on over here? I'm so sorry. I'm just joking with you, Chandy. I do find it funny because you're the only one on there, but you're on all the platforms supporting your boy, so respect. And shout out to Chandy. We're going to be premiering her new music video. She put together an epic track called Can't Cancel Bitcoin. I'm loving it. I pinned that track, the music video, actually on my X. So when you go to my X page now, you'll see it pinned at the very top. Want to spread as much love to her as possible for putting that together. It's fantastic. We're going to be premiering it on Rumble here in a little bit when the YouTube stream ends, family. Carbon is good for the planet. It creates the green spaces. Alcohol is sugar. Is it? Well, like I said, this doesn't have alcohol in it, so I don't know why people are saying it has alcohol. Some kombucha brands have alcohol. I don't think this one does. At least I don't see it listed. But one thing I keep forgetting to do is drink it because I keep showing it to you guys. So, excuse me, let me drink some of this.
And let me just say,
Guess who's back again?
I'm just.
Gary's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back?
Gensler's back in jail. Can't wait to read that news story. That guy, he's the biggest joke we have ever seen. Chuck Norris tried to create Bitcoin faster and he lost. 0.041 carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. They're proving that it is helping the planet green up. Alcohol is a form of sugar. I never knew that. I guess that would explain why alcohol is so bad for you then, eh? Too much sugar. Sugar is bad. Sugar does unalive people. So remove sugar or as much of it from your diet as you can, family. Thank me later. Same effect on thy body. Exactly. It dehydrates you as well. That's why I don't like alcohol. It dehydrates the body. I like being hydrated. When you quit drinking alcohol, you crave sugar. Now it makes sense. It's then a sugar addiction, eh? Do they teach us that at Alcoholics Anonymous? Because that feels like a major breakthrough for people who like drinking. Alcohol and sugar become the water. Oh boy. Speaking of Bruce Lee.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless.
JB, you should let Nipsey watch the dog healing music channel after this. I didn't realize there was one, Adam. That is why alcoholics opt to candy. I never knew that. You learn something new every day. That is why alcoholics, yeah, I guess so. What a drink, so bad, but I am on blood thinners from my second ear replacement. Damn. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, sugary coffee all meeting? Huh? Pure ethanol has more calories. I'm not familiar with that, Silas. Yeah. Sugar is poison, says Mick. A lot of things in life you don't consider to be addictive. Always have to be aware. Preach, Nuck. And it's good to have you back here, broski. Good to see you. Natural sugars are good for you. Processed sugars are bad and addictive. There you go. If you're going to have sugar, make sure it's natural sugar. Example, cane sugar, right? I would argue that brown sugar is way better than the regular white sugar. White sugar is bad, and the worst of the worst sweetener is the artificial sugar, which would be the high fructose corn syrup and all that other ish they poison our children with. You know what I mean? Avoid sugar, live a long life, stack biddies. That's the secret to life.
There's a name for
And put God first, of course, because there is no second best.
we call them poor.
We use agave now. Now, I think agave has some very negative effects as well. So you may want to switch up the agave. I remember researching it like a decade ago, so it's not crisp in front of my top of my mind. But I think personally, honey is the best bet because honey is actually good for you and sweet. It has so many health benefits, honey. So if I was to choose to put something sweet in a drink, hands down, I'd go with the honey. Like 10 out of 10 times. I don't even trust the agave. Too many carbs are the problem. We did not evolve to consume the amount of carbs and sugar we now consume. It's not good. Yeah, true. It's true, though. The God first, no second best to him. And wine does go straight to the waist. Wine. Are you a wino, Chandy? Agave is bad carb, too. I figured. I accidentally clicked on the dog channel. Yeah, don't let that happen again. Especially when Nips is not featured. Oh, he's in the bed. He's just under the blanket. You can't see him. There he is. There's the Nippinator. He's chilling right now. Brown sugar is just white sugar with molasses. Oh, word. Real cane sugar is good. Yeah, I like to get it directly from, is it considered a fruit? Back in Costa Rica, you used to be able to go to the farmer's market, and they make the cane sugar like smoothie or drink right there for you. They put it, there's the big stick, and you can actually suck on it. It's delicious. And they turn it into like a drink. It was pretty lit. Fat is the best bet. What? Your body will convert fat to carbs when needed, not before. Alcohol is not a form of sugar. Sugar is a food bacteria, and alcohol is the byproduct. I'm learning a lot. I drink plenty of agave tequila. Is that like a main ingredient in there? I've got a lot of dogs. Can't bring myself to buy another. My recommendation, whole grain bread plus whole coin. Ezekiel bread, Bobby approved. The only bread I can find at the grocery store, Bobby approved. Just FYI. A lot of bread has bad stuff in it as well, unfortunately. The three biggest things that will unalive you and cause the big C, according to the info I've acquired going through health conferences and things like this, is white sugar, white flour, and seed oils. They're the biggest products that will unalive you and cause the big C. So avoid white sugar, artificial sugar, of course, all the artificial crap. Avoid white flour, main ingredient in a lot of things, bread, maybe even pastas. Like what you can do for pasta, we figured out. My mom actually discovered chickpea pasta, and they actually sell it at the local grocery stores. It's maybe 5 times more money. However, it's worth it. It's only made from chickpea flour, the only ingredient, and it's high in protein. So like a bowl of spaghetti will give you 20, 30 grams of protein, whereas the regular pasta has no health benefits to it whatsoever. It just fills you up. It's actually bad carbs. So there's a little trick for you pasta folks out there who love pasta as much as me. Go with the chickpea pasta. It's delicious, great texture, and it actually high in protein. So you can turn a pasta meal, which is actually not really healthy at all, to a healthy meal. There's a hack for you guys. That damn nationalist sugar. I live near a Mexican market. They have sugar canes. My daughter loves it. They are good. My retired Army Nicole, boyfriend lost a son to liver failure after PSD Iraq deployment. Sorry to hear that. And my boyfriend doesn't drink now. He says, I used to drink to forget, and now I forget to drink. Oh, word. More power to him for giving up on it. They have chickpea pasta at Costco. I haven't saw it at my Costco yet, but they got it at the other grocery store, Supermax, where I shop. It'd be hilarious if like Max Keiser owned Supermax and we never knew it. Gensler ready to step down. It's about time. I use oat flour. I love me some oatmeal. Let's not push the envelope with the tube. Thank you, Diana Jones. I think I'm giving way too much sage health advice to expand everyone's life, and that might be against the terms and conditions here. We don't know at this point. Thank you. Let's get back to crypto, folks. Let's get back to crypto. So, tell me about Bitcoin. Where are we heading this month of May? New all-time high? What do you say? Take it away, Gare.
Guess who's back? 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 Na 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 na. Again, you can call me 3AC
because I'm blowing it up.
Short squeeze, more please, yeah, it's going to pump. They drop foot, but it's still not slowing it up.
Not slowing this up.
If it's not going to 0, it's going to 1,000,000.
Can't wait till the Fed starts showing its love. The full flag on the chart got me blowing a nut.
Yeah. Repost the stream, family. We climb in. Let's get these numbers up. I appreciate it. Oh, COL stands for colonel to make. Oh, I see. In the military, he was a colonel. Good to know. I thought he was from Colorado. I saw COL. 500 G's, baby. Send it, McShoot. Rumble soon. Amen. Rumble soon. We're all healthy eaters in here. My wife won't let our dogs watch the nature show. Too much animal fighting. You're joking, right? Oh my God. I'm in Australia. Shout out to the Aussies then, fam. Today for the Bitcoin price. Yeah, in 3 minutes, we're going to switch. We're going to end the YouTube stream and continue with the uncensored version of the pod. We'll stick around till 5:30. 3 more minutes to kick it on the tube. So anyone on the tube want to ask me anything, here's your chance. Second knee replacement. Chickpeas, oats, and grains in general are not ideal, but whatever. Oh, tell me why chickpeas aren't ideal. I haven't heard anything negative about a chickpea, so that's why I want to know now. You started this. I use cauliflower in all my rice recipes. Cauliflower is the bomb diggity. It's like basically the albino broccoli. I wondered where you went. Welcome back, Jay Violet. Yes, I was terminated for 11 days, and I got my channel back. They made a mistake. My dogs watch Disney Kids. Like Paw Patrol? Go, Paw Patrol. They are a legume. Are legumes bad? 450 on X. X gon' give it to you. We gon' give it to you. Rest in peace, X. Yeah, yo. I'm back. We in the flesh. Right now. There is no second best.
Now, we all know Bitcoin is the best asset.
That's a legit question. I haven't done any push-ups yet. But last night for an hour, me and my daughter did push-ups, and I'm very proud of her. Today she's sore. She's like, oh, my arms are sore, but I feel strong. She did push-ups till she collapsed. Doing girl push-ups because it's very difficult for a 10-year-old to do proper form men push-ups. So she's doing a different form of the push-up, and she's actually excelling at it. And she was so motivated because she's just watching her father work out that she works out alongside me, right next to me on the yoga mat. So respect to my little one for cranking those push-ups out. I don't know. We did a lot. We did a 60-minute circuit workout for the core together last night. So today is actually stretch and yoga day. So after the stream, we'll be stretching together and getting the body relaxed and all that good stuff because we went hard last night. Yes. Disney Kids is happier for the dogs to watch. My wife says nature shows are too violent. That's crazy. Never heard that before. But nonetheless, family, let's continue with the uncensored version of the pod exclusively on X. Rumble. Can I still say exclusively? Because it's on every platform except YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. It's just the way the world is. Is what it is. So head on over to Rumble right now, or X if you prefer X. But if you want to interact in the chat, I encourage you to go to the Rumble because the Rumble chat's going to be featured on the screen. So head on over to Rumble right now and let's get ready to rumble. And oh my God, I just made the craziest rookie mistake. Instead of ending the YouTube stream, I ended the Rumble stream. I don't know why I just did that. I totally just messed up. This is one of the drawbacks of doing a live show. So I intended to click the end stream on YouTube, and I just clicked end stream on Rumble. Can't make this a show. Big mistake. I just screwed up. So now I need to contemplate what I need to do to fix this problem. The Rumble stream's already over. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to end the YouTube stream, and we're going to continue uncensored on X. Thank God we got X. My apologies. I totally didn't intend to do that. I had every intention of going uncensored on Rumble as we do every day, but I just messed up. Made a mistake. So sorry, Rumble, but the stream is over. Tomorrow, I won't make the same mistake, at least. However, so for now, we're going to end the YouTube stream, but we'll still be live on X. I don't know how interaction is, so this kind of screws up everything. So here's what we're going to do. No uncensored version of the pod, because if I switch over to X, there's no comments. I rather interact with you guys. Let me know if that's the right move. Because I can do whatever you guys want, but I'm just thinking out loud. Now that I accidentally terminated the Rumble stream, we're still going to continue on X. We'll still continue on the Tube because we need interaction. I mean, that's the whole point of the Q&A. So what do you say? We just keep it family friendly for today, for the extra party here? You could still go to X. Don't get me wrong. I encourage you guys to go to X, but I got to now keep the YouTube comments up because I just terminated the Rumble stream. So sorry. Kind of crazy. So yeah, we're just stick around on YouTube. All good. So if you're already on YouTube, you don't need to do nothing. If you're on X, I still encourage you to go to the YouTube so you can interact with us. And I'm just going to stick around for another half hour. And instead of uncensored, we're just going to keep it family friendly for the Q&A. So, yeah, let's talk about Trump. We talked a lot about Trump today, as he was the featured story of the day. The issue with starting another stream, it's like it's going to take me 10 to 15 minutes to set it up. It's not as simple as just hitting a button because I'm streaming through a software. It's a little more complex, and it would mess up a lot of other things, so there's no purpose. Once you hit the end stream, it's a done deal. Yeah, I messed up. Keep it family friendly. You got it. We're going to keep it family friendly for the Tube. Respect to the Tubesters and to the fam. I'll still play some clips. I mean, we can still play stuff.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
But I can't believe I did that. I think that's my first time ever. I accidentally ended the wrong stream. Good Lord. And I was like so happy-go-lucky. I was like, end. And I'm like, oops, wrong platform. Oops.
Hold up. Super flies over here, baby.
Super flies over here, baby. And shout out to Robbie P. I'm going to hit you with a little Bitcoin slang. How do you like that?
Hey, pay attention on how I break this Bitcoin slang down.
Yeah, respect to X fam. We have almost 500 people over there. I appreciate that. So the cool thing with the X algorithm, we'll continue to get more and more people on the stream the longer we stream. So that tells me when we start doing these 12-hour pump watch parties, we're going to have an insane audience. And I can't wait. YouTube, we can't say the same thing. YouTube will peak at like an hour and then it'll start declining. X is on a different level. And that may just be because my YouTube channel, something going on with the algorithms. Who knows? But respect to X. Much respect. And my apologies to Rumble because everyone was just heading to Rumble and got axed. My apologies. I need funding to build more drones for when the war starts in Europe. What's an FPV drone in particular? So sad we can't talk the other stuff. I know it's weird, right, Jennifer? Because we like to just talk freely. And don't get me wrong, we probably can talk freely here, but I don't want to give them any reason to accidentally terminate me again. It's happened enough. You are shadow banned on YouTube. Figures. I more than likely have been shadow banned then for the past 5 years. There's a reason Crypto News Alerts only has 73,000 subs, and we're the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Why do we get hundreds of thousands of downloads on iTunes and Spotify, and we get 100 people to show up on a live show, or 200, whatever it is? Shadow ban, clearly. Like right now on YouTube, there's only 129 folk. I have 70,000 subscribers. That's like an insult. You know what I mean? No ammo for the tube? Apparently. JB, get a channel on Truth Social if they do the live. Amen. I'm down. I'm down. We can replace Kick if there's only one viewer on Kick. We can replace it. FPV is a whooper? What is a whooper? Do you mean whopper? I don't even know what whooper is. The only word that comes to mind is a whoopee cushion. First person view. Oh, first person view. Now I understand. Shadow ban is like when you black pill people, nobody answers your comments. Yeah, precisely. Well, here's what we'll do. I'm going to play a little music. I was going to play the music video, but considering we're not on Rumble, I do want to play the track. Actually, I don't know what YouTube will do. Oftentimes when I sample something more than 10 seconds, they demonetize the show, and it can lead to a strike. Even though we have the permission to play the song, I'm still skeptical, so maybe I shouldn't. That's the biggest downside about streaming live on YouTube. So hypothetically speaking, if we ended the stream on YouTube, I can play any music I want on every platform. But if you play music specifically on YouTube, you always get hit with like the copyright. It's crazy. So that's the downside. Micro. Oh yeah, those drones are crazy, yo. Maybe Trump flips New York. That'd be nice. Or be ice. Whatever happened to the Brooklyn guy? I forget his name. Emilio. Shout out to Emilio. Emilio still tunes in. You referring to Emilio Gonzalez? Shout out to Emilio. Let's get it. Let's stack the Bitcoin. What's the dealio? The drones are illegal in Australia. You can buy them, not allowed to use them officially. JB, they are watching you. Be careful. The watcher. Yeah, for all I know, they watch every stream at corporate, and they're like, yo, once he slips up and disrespects the commander-in-chief, let us know. We'll axe him. You never know. You never ever know.
Well, do your thing, let me do my thing. You know we bout as long as a piece.
Should I spark the sage? Let's see if Jennifer can smell it if I spark it. She usually can.
Shorter, closing fast, but you do your ass. Come on, lose your cash cause it's moving fast. Do your thing, let me do my.
Let me do my thing, but please tell BlackRock, pump it up. There we go. Can I get a hashtag FJB? I love it. We love it. So we light it. 500 on X. I'm impressed. The X fam impresses me the most since we started streaming on X. So it's almost like divine intervention. Because I would have probably never streamed on X. But once we got terminated, we needed a new platform. And now we know from firsthand experience it's the best platform to stream live. Hands down. And also, keep this in mind. If we didn't get falsely terminated by accident last year, if you believe in those accidents, we would have never been on Rumble to begin with, because the whole reason we started streaming on Rumble is we needed an alternative platform when we got dethroned from YouTube under false pretenses last year, right? That was back in August. And so then we started streaming every day on Rumble, and since we still stream every day on Rumble, and now we got terminated this year, and again, divine intervention, God just opened up a new pathway to more viewers. So it all worked out in the end. Praise God. You know what I mean? Play a little screaming Max Keiser. I'm a little sus playing it on the tube because, you know, also Max has been terminated and axed. At least his Keiser report with thousands of episodes also got axed from the tube. But I'll give you a little snippet. Why not?
Wall Street is fraud, America is fraud, the world is fraud, banks are fraud, central banks are fraud. We live in an era of fraud. It's all based on fraud, and they get a percentage of the fraud.
That's the business model. Dude, he just nailed it. That's the most truthful-ish I have ever heard. What is that thing? Don't worry about it, Bob. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Play the screaming Max Keiser. Are you wet today, JV? That's adult talk, and this is a family-friendly show. But honestly, I'm not as wet as I usually am. Not as wet as I usually am. It's a little cloudy, so the sunshine is not as bad. Like, hypothetically speaking, I don't even need the sunglasses. My eyes don't hurt. You know what I mean? Take the glasses off. So it's not too bad. Maybe under the underarms, I got some wet spots. You see them? Little. It could be worse. Little sweat spots under the arms. I mean, what are you going to do? A lot of creators have both Rumble and YouTube. Smart. Because as a content creator, just a little advice, you don't want to be dependent upon any platform. It'd be stupid. You know what I mean? That'd be like having all your eggs in Solana or Ethereum, and you don't have utter and full control, and it's not decentralized, and it can be shut down at will, right? Bitcoin is decentralized, so it's in a league of its own. Same concept as a content creator. You don't own the platform. You're just a content creator contributing to their platform. So the smartest thing you can do is create content on as many platforms as you find viable that you like to engage in. My favorite platforms, hands down, X. They're showing me the most love. I mean, Rumble and YouTube. I no longer will say YouTube at the top. So always now, it's always going to be, I'm now streaming on X, Rumble, and YouTube, because they don't deserve the priority with their high level of censorship. And, you know what I mean? They've done me dirty too many times. So there's better platforms out there. However, we got to keep it 100. YouTube is still the largest video platform by far. So to not have a presence on YouTube, not a good look as a content creator. So to have the best of both worlds, stream everywhere, create content everywhere. And if one of these platforms do the wrong thing and accidentally terminate you, which they're notorious for, your show still goes on and you'll got to start all over again. The worst thing you can do as a content creator, and I know from firsthand experience, I've been around the block, you put all your eggs in one basket, you rely only on YouTube, content can only be found on YouTube, you think nothing will ever go wrong, I'm going to be the next Mr. Beast, they're going to love me, and then terminated. You wake up and your show's gone. That's life. It's not always fair. 510 on X. I got the Sage lit. Let's get another few hundred people on X. That's a big doobie, bro. Is it? This is little. Usually it's like this big. We've been burning this one so-called, what you call it, a doobie, for maybe the past 2-3 weeks. So this is like a forever. It's almost like the equivalent of the everlasting gobstopper on the original Willy Wonka. Remember that everlasting gobstopper? This is ultimately the everlasting Herbski. It just lasts forever. And if it ever gets so short, I replace it with a new one. Everlasting Herbski. 7:43 a.m. Is that where you're at right now, Adam? I just told Chandy to come back to the tube. My apologies, yo. I bet you a lot of people dropped off YouTube, at least 100 people, and they went to Rumble, and then I terminated the stream accidentally. Rookie mistake from JV. Rookie mistake. But it happens. What are you going to do? Good morning, Melbourne, Australia. Australia in the building. Shout out Robbie P. He's also from Australia. Welcome back, Chandy. If you found the stream back, my apologies. Yeah, we can do a little Oompa Loompa Oompity-doo. Why not? I like the Oompa song, actually. It's one of my faves. It's like the flute.
Oompa Loompa Oompity-doo. I've got another having for you.
Sing along. Come on, guys. Come on, broskies. Let's celebrate.
Oompa Loompa Doompity-dee. Less mining rewards, more scarcity.
What do you have when your printer goes burr? Tell me.
When your printer goes burr, inflate supply like the Federal Reserve.
Yes, Oompas. I feel found again. I was so lost without you, fam, for real. 20 minutes without us. Yo, my apologies if you missed the memo. I intended to end the YouTube stream and switch it to Rumble, and I accidentally terminated the Rumble stream, so we stick to the YouTube and X, of course, and everywhere else. Won't happen again tomorrow. The same mistake. Sorry, guys. I know I screwed you guys. Some of you guys went on over to Rumble, and then, where are you? I'm here. We're still on the tube. My apologies. Belgium. Shout out to the Belgium fam. What it do? YouTube still be yacht? What do you mean? Daddy-o. So yeah, we're going to premiere Chandy's new music video called Can't Cancel Bitcoin tomorrow on Rumble. Intended to do it today, but accidentally terminated the stream, so it's not possible. So my bad. Back to the Oompas. Enjoy the smell of the herb ski while you're at it. It's a pretty lit smell.
Value go down like a lead balloon. What do you think will come of that? Satoshi's having none of it. Oompa, loompa, doompa dee da.
Oompa, oompa. Where's my oompas? I don't turn the tube off until I know the stream is dead. That way I can tell you it's done, JB. I know you're you're just next level. Hence why you're one of the mods. And you're really good at it. No bad, just smell the sage. Good. The sage smells amazing. We love the sage. It's amazing. I'm surprised I haven't been burning sage live on stream years ago. It just feels right, if you know what I mean. So yeah, back to you, Oompas.
Block rewards making miners work hard. Every 4 years, got them into Oompa Loompa Doompa Dee Doo.
Boom, shakalaka. Back to you, Mr. Lee.
Shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
And we could also replace the word water with Bitcoin. You put the Bitcoin in the wallet, it becomes the wallet. You stack the bitties, you become the bitties. Now, Bitcoin can flow or crash. Be Bitcoin, my friend. Rest in peace, Lee Jun Fan. Bruce Lee's Chinese name. Zeta, 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 please. What does that even mean? Zeta, Zeta, Zeta. 530 on X. Not too shabby. I think that most who went to Rumble went back to X. Good. Thank you, X. My apologies for the mistake over on Rumble. So I appreciate that. And welcome John to the stream as well. I don't even know what Zeta is. Is that an altcoin we pumping? What's going on?
I'm not selling. Now, after the Bitcoin Miami conference last week and El Salvador making Bitcoin legal tender, I got so inspired I had to go write this one.
Tell him, Robbie. I have an idea, JV. Was waiting for Wumble. It only involves a chat, so maybe it is fine, but it would be fun to have everyone pitch rhyme lines for the song Enemy is Bitcoin. Actually, it's a fantastic idea. Chandy and I have been masterminding via DM on X, and we got an idea to create a new song now that we've produced Can't Cancel Bitcoin, and it's a hit. Our next track is going to be called Enemies of Bitcoin, and we're planning on sampling Trump's new speech, talking about he won't let the goons, like Senator Warren, touch Bitcoin. And the verses are going to focus on the different enemies of Bitcoin and some of the obvious examples that first come to our mind. Senator Warren, Joe Biden, Jamie Dimon, aka Jamie Dimon. And so if you guys have any bars that we may include in the song, let us know. We want to know. We also want to sample some of the epic Max Keiser rants, which I sent Chandy earlier, where he goes ham on Senator Warren. You know, he don't hold back. That's why we love Max so much. Hence why he's the high priest. Shout out Max Keiser if you're watching this. We love you, bro. So yeah, if you got any bars you want to share, let us know. And your bars may be featured in the new track. I'll tell you this, it's going to be lit. Just like the previous 2 tracks. And this is going to be track number 3. Bring it. Heavy water ice will sink in the normal water. The team fan thing, just post it. I'll add my notes and try to use it. There you go. Cheers. Good idea, by the way. Jamie, Demon hates the biddies. He sure does. Other enemies of Bitcoin that come to mind, Charlie Munger, who has no longer here with us. Warren Buffett, enemy of Bitcoin. There's a lot, honestly. But the biggest enemies in Congress, clearly, you know, it's Biden, Warren, and their army of anti-crypto enthusiasts. I'm not good at rhyming. Have you heard about? No, I haven't. I'm really not interested in it. Morrow. Yellen and any input. Oh, yeah, Janet Yellen. Let's not forget Yellen. Yellen is dishonest. An input so we have it done. People can be like, that was my fun line. Yeah, if you have some good insults, some good bars for the enemies of Bitcoin track, you got to let us know. Please. Dr. Seuss is best at rhyming. Andreas? No. Not interested. But I appreciate you tuning in nonetheless. You should become a what? There's only one type of Chad because there's no second best, and it's the Sage Chad. And if you're not trying to become a Sage Chad, there's no saving you. This is Bitcoin Channel. Thanks for the reminder, Jay. Could you take a peek? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Anyways, Nippinator's up from his nap. Nippinator, you want to say hello? Come. There he is. The star of the day, right here, live and in the flesh. Nippinator, do you have any advice for us broskies out here?
For the heavyweight championship of the world, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen,
what are we about to do?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Shout out to the mods. I knew that was coming. He was so persistent with spamming. I knew it was coming. It wasn't like dollars or coins made of gold. Bitcoin was different, or so it is told. No banks to control it, no borders to bind it. A peer-to-peer dream of the decentralized kind. Well said. Facts. Hence why it is king. Hence why it's the apex predator. A guy who burns sage on his stream is dangerous. Come on, man. What's the real reason, tube? On my Joe Biden impersonation. Come on, man. Hold on.
Come on, man. How is that even allowed? This so-called influencer, who I think is a dummy, does nothing but insult me and tell the chat, #FJB. I'm your commander-in-chief. You shall respect me.
Actually, let's actually put #FJB in the chat.
Damn you, JV. Your middle name's not Danger. Your middle name is Sucker. Because you promote crypto, Bitcoin, and I think Bitcoin is for criminals, hucksters, fraudsters, just like Gary said.
Well, I think you and Gary need to be taught a lesson. What do you think, Joe?
Well, maybe you're right, JV. But you know what? Every dog has his day. See you on the other side, broski.
Dude, you just call me broski. Unacceptable. I don't accept it. Anyways, play a Cheech and Chong clip. Why not? Cheech and Chong. Let her rip. There we go, Mick. FJB. I got ChatGPT to write the Bitcoin poem in the style of a Dr. Seuss. Ages back. Word up. You enjoyed the Biden? He comes out every now and then. At least we know he watches the stream. Yeah, I mean, of course. He needs to know what's going on in crypto so he can regulate it. Regulators! The original regulators. One of the oldest regulators on planet Earth, some would argue. Yeah, I didn't accept it. He called me broski and I felt weird. It's like, shouldn't you be sniffing little people or something? Eat some ice cream? I know you love your ice cream. I mean, I'm just saying. ChatGPT is unreal for that sort of thing. Right on. Do a lot of you guys actually use AI? Let me know. The tracks, the previous 2 tracks Chandy produced are actually through AI. She takes the lyrics, she creates custom lyrics, and then somehow she just puts it through the AI and it creates masterpieces. Beyond my knowledge, but I think it's pretty lit. Looking forward to the next track. Enemies of Bitcoin. Let's go. Been making AI music. Oh, nice. Adam, do you also use ChatGPT? And which version are you using? Now, the part that sucks about the ChatGPT, it's woke. Obviously, whoever programs it to be whatever way they want it to be. But there's ways to make custom AI where you can put information that you're not going to get from like a Google search, which is obviously compromised. An example, I have a friend who uses AI for like legal matters to help people in need. And it uses law that you just can't find regularly. So it's pretty cool. So it's not tainted or compromised, but it will give you the real law. And I don't know the proper terminology to express this properly, but same concept could be done as well. You can actually program the AI with knowledge to where it can actually share the truth. Because we know there's a lot of agendas that AI is not allowed to, which we've already discovered through our conversation, right, Chandy? There's certain things the AI won't do because it's not allowed to. So it'll tell you, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Crazy. I guess the longer the stream is on, the more the trolls find it. We welcome the trolls. Sometimes it's fun to play whack a troll, right? Should we even hit him with the Kendrick? I don't even know anymore. JV, mess him up. Wop. Jennifer, do your stuff. Why they trolling like a what? Ain't they tired? Trying to strike a chord, but they probably a minor.
They not like us.
And that's all you can get from the clip. Previous show, I played Ain't Like Us, where he said it twice, and I got hit with the copyright and got demonetized. So now I know they ain't like us. End the clip, JB. And I can just sing along. Did you guys hear the Kids Bop version of Not Like Us? My daughter loves it. She says she don't like it, but she starts dancing to it unlike any other thing I've seen before in my entire life. So the beat is that lit. And the Kids Bop version is hilarious. Instead of, they not like us. They not like us. We ride the bus. We ride the bus. Get it, JB. Thank you, Dankness. Why are you trolling like a... Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. Exactly. I was on Rumble, and my wife came home, and I thought the show ended. Oh, no. Damn it, Rumble. All right, it's my own fault. Damn it, JV. Have a great clip of JV on the TikTok. Oh, snap. What clip may that be? Have you guys ever listened to Kids Bop? For those that don't know, who are not parents, they recreate all the adult music, make it child friendly so the kids can bop along to it. And I remember listening to Kids Bop like 8 years ago, and I didn't even know they were still around, but I saw it trending and like on YouTube, and they had the Not Like Us Kids Bop version of Kendrick. I'm like, no. And you'll laugh if you listen to those lyrics. It's quite freaking hilarious. About kids eating boogers and cooties, and hilarious. But they still use Drake as the reference. So it's still a diss track targeted towards Drake, ironic enough. Welcome, Joe Folan. What it do? They not like us. They not like us. Facts. They sure aren't like us. Maybe we... Getting some ideas. Please, no Kids Bop, Kendrick. Please. But trust me, I was against it. But you listen to it and you're just like, the beat's so good. The lyrics are hilarious, but it's still the same beat. And the beat's so lit. You can't help but like groove to it, if you know what I mean. My daughter's like, I don't like these lyrics, but this beat is fire. 573 on X, not too shabby. Let's keep the stream going until we hit 10,000. How many hours will it take? Let me know in the chat. Maybe we should just pull an all-nighter. Maybe I'll put Nipsey up here. He'll take over. We'll put the Nipinator up. We'll look for the next indicator. He's still here. He's just chilling. You can see his little body. In the mirror, you can see it. He's actually right behind my chair, so you don't see him on the side in the bed. Diddy and Drake need to be hanging out together in jail. Well, in all sincereness, we know Diddy is involved with that type of stuff. Like, we all would agree. However, they say you're innocent until proven guilty. Drake, on the other hand, I don't think many people believe he's doing anything with underage people. However, it is a little sus because a long time ago, he brought up like a 17-year-old on stage, and Kendrick just weaponized anything and everything he has ever done. So Diddy, I would put in that category, but honestly, Drake, I don't think, unless you have evidence of it, and unless evidence is actually produced of it, but there has been no evidence produced yet that we know of that would suggest that. So, however, Diddy, there's a lot of evidence. You have him, with 15-year-old Bieber, 15-year-old Usher, and I don't think these children should be spending a night at Diddy's mansion, if you know what I mean. JB, can you ask the mods if they'll let me post a video link of the AI song? Of course, you can post something. Thank you for asking. Personally, I don't mind links if it's something relevant. The only links we don't encourage is spam, you know what I mean? Because then everyone would just be spamming their links, and then the whole chat would just turn into a spam thing, you know what I mean? JB, make a mistake, ended the Rumble. Exactly. I'm a West Coast girl. I love Kendrick. Exactly. Kendrick is like Jesus of the West Coast, if you don't know. He has mad support. West Coast love him. He's that guy. So the entire West Coast is riding with him. But not just that. I mean, we love him worldwide. Just because he is a rare talent, his versatility is supernatural. It's unheard of. Even Eminem. I was watching an interview the other day, and he's just like, there's not many people at his level lyrically because he can create flows that are unheard of. So I'll give you an example. When he dropped the 4 or 5 diss tracks towards Drake, there was, an epic rap battle, was considered the greatest rap battle with more eyeballs or listeners than ever that come before us. Every single song he dropped is a completely different type of flow, from the darkest of the dark to the party type anthem, like Not Like Us, to Euphoria. He's just on a total different spectrum where he can just, and even Eminem said, when I first started working with Kendrick, I assumed he had ghostwriters because, for example, they say Drake has 20 ghostwriters. So that when Kendrick is battling him, it's like a 20 versus 1, 20v versus 1. You know what I mean? Which is actually referenced in the rap battle. And they give, like Drake's, when he drops the tracks, he gives credit to the writers because he has an entire team. Kendrick don't have ghostwriters, but Eminem assumed he had ghostwriters. So he was sharing the story, and he's like, we were in the studio, and Kendrick came deep with a bunch of his homies, and I made all of his homies leave, and it was only Kendrick in the studio. And he gave him the theme, and Kendrick had to write to it. He wrote it on the spot, performed the track, and Eminem's like jaw dropped because he's like, I assumed he had ghostwriters like everyone else, but no, this man can create lyrics like crazy, like on the spot. just with a flow. It's like a supernatural flow. Like he's channeling God, for Christ's sake. Like he is hip hop. He represents the hip hop culture. And I think Drake underestimated him clearly. And I think the right person won, because I feel the same way. I don't look at you as a true hip hop artist or a lyricist. I don't care how many records you sell or how many streams you get. If you're not writing your own content, it's not coming from you. So therefore, it's not you. And you don't really get a lot of respect. Traditional rapper, like as an MC, like no one's going to respect you if somebody else wrote your bars. That's why people respect Eminem so much. He has never allowed a ghostwriter to write for him. In fact, he helped Dr. Dre and all the other people, you know what I mean? Because he is a true lyricist, and lyricists recognize true lyricists. Iron sharpens iron, and it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know why I'm ranting about this, but I found that very interesting because you guys brought up Kendrick. So yeah, most rappers have ghostwriters, and especially the top rappers to do it, they have teams of ghostwriters. Kendrick, 0 ghostwriters. Eminem, 0 ghostwriters. And he'll have a completely different flow every track. So again, it's just him channeling the culture and being able to come out. And I think he obviously clearly outshined Drake in that battle. Let me know your thoughts. I was able to access the mods link. Oh, word, Guido. Thoughts about the new Bitcoin bounce bit, the BB coin bounce bit? I don't know what you're referring to. Tom McDonald doesn't have ghostwriters either. That's what's up. But I've never heard of him, so I don't know who he is. I had a couple of friends that used to walk around mumbling the most stupid raps. They were so annoying. Kendrick is from Compton. He gets it. Exactly. Compton born and representing. JB needs to make a remix to They Not Like Us and make it all crypto. Well, I recognize the talent there and the time it takes to put out good music. So that's why I think Robbie P or Little Bubble needs to put that out. Because, you know what I mean? It's going to take days or weeks of hard work to put it out properly. Unless you're Kendrick and you can just go in the studio, come out, bada boom, bada bing. You know what I mean? It's a rare skill. Me, I'm like a perfectionist, so I have to study the bars for hours and hours and hours, rewrite it, sharpen it, make it better, make it better. You know what I mean? Because I don't do that for a living. So I'm giving respect where respect is due. I respect hip hop, the culture, and especially lyrics and true lyricists. And I recognize the time, energy, and effort it takes to put it into the craft. Because I've been there before, right? So shout out Robbie P and the rest of the true lyricists holding down the biddies. You need to watch Tom McDonald. Do I have to give you another daily? You might have to. You might have to, because I'll forget. Bro, the fact that you think most artists don't have ghostwriters, but full songwriters and arrangements, the team job between the engineers. This is why house music and techno rules. No silly lyrics. I love lyrics. Lyrics are my favorite part. In fact, my favorite songs have no hooks. It's just straight lyrics. Did you say JV on the stream? How dare you? Tom McDonald is fire. I believe you. I just got to listen to it. But it is true. Of course, I mean, ghostwriters are very common for the top artists. Not many top artists write their lyrics. That's why they can be hitting you with new songs practically every day. So, can't cancel Bitcoin. There's the Jammy Jam. I encourage each and every one of you streaming this live right now. Click that link, the YouTube link, and it's going to go to the song I wanted to premiere earlier, but was unable to because I accidentally terminated the Rumble stream. So show that song some support. Let me know your feedback to it as well. That's the new track, Can't Cancel Bitcoin, produced by Chandy, and it's pretty amazing. I'm old school. Jerry rules. Who's Jerry? Tom and Jerry? Rap has played itself out. Has been a destructive force. Yeah, it was weaponized, unfortunately. Ultimately, the whole purpose of rap from the NWA era and on was to get the youth in prison. And the private prison systems, the goal was to imprison as many people as possible, especially the youth, especially the black youth. So that's why the culture is that way. And obviously they've weaponized it. all the lyrics nowadays in the mainstream is awful. It's terrible. I wouldn't want my children listening to it. But there's still true hip hop that exists. The culture is still there. It's just the limelight gets shined on all the people who are going to degrade women, like the P. Diddy's, unfortunately, and those that are going to push drugs and teach you things that are most likely going to send you to prison. They've weaponized it, but not just hip hop. All music has been weaponized. They also weaponized it through frequencies, but that's a discussion for the Rumble. Unfortunately, they've weaponized music in general. Trump 2024, his flow slowly speeds up and is rapping like Twista by the end. Brutal. He even went after the dude's wife. Exactly. Yeah. I saw a doco on that, JV. Interesting. The Tupac days were the best, back before the ghostwriters. Yeah, yo. But anyways, I just recognized the time. I'm like, crap, it's 6:10. How many people? Can I get an official count? How many people got on the Axe? Shout out for Axe for holding us down. I know we got only 130 people on the YouTube, but we probably got over 500-600 people on X, so that's what's up. Sorry, lost our respect for this after they said Trump or no one. After Trump came out yesterday saying the promised crypto, he will be made in the USA. All credibility is toast after that. I don't follow the rant there, try, but to each their own. Tupac left us too soon. Yeah, I think he was allegedly murdered or unalived at age 26. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was in 6th grade when he allegedly was unalived. But personally, I don't think he's really unalived. I know that's a conspiracy talk, but we'll save that topic for different platform. Because the crime scene had no blood. It was staged, and it was very obvious. Very obvious. I was a teenager when hip-hop first came out, and I held the boy's hand, and he rapped for me. It was a magical time. What do you mean you held the boy's hand? Are you talking about like Tupac or just in general? Darth? Hold on one, JV. Yes, exactly. Mac Lethal didn't even respond to the second one. I don't even know who you're referring to there. Biggie and Pac are the last true rap artists. Eminem is good, but not like the real G's. Well, that's debatable. One of my favorite artists, may he rest in peace, who genuinely did become unalived due to his own eating habits, was Big Pun. He represented the Bronx, the BX, but it was also repping Puerto Rico, as he was Puerto Rican. In my opinion, he was one of the greatest lyricists, though he passed way too soon. I think Capital Punishment was one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time, one of the greatest lyricists. Dead in the middle of little Italy, little did we know that we riddle some middlemen who didn't do diddly. Whole another level, yo. A whole different level. In my opinion, he's one of the greats. No, JV, it is a memory I have from when a memory from when you were a kid. I get it now. Thank you for the clarification. I got very respectable record collection of the new wave and the punk. Tom McDonald's okay, so he battled someone named Mac Lethal. I got to watch that. Another battle for me. Thank you. Eminem can just spit bars while he is, breathing. Eminem's a different level as well. To me, one of the greatest lyricists of all time, hands down. And he's been so persistent with it. You know what I mean? So you got to respect that. Darth Melda, anyone who dedicates their life, to true hip hop and not being like everyone else in the mainstream, I respect that because it's very rare, not common, very uncommon. Some of my other favorite lyricists, Mos Def, Talib Kweli and Mos Def were amongst my favorite as a child as well. They put out a classic album called Black Star. Some of the best music. I like it because it's revolutionary. And I also respect the old school, like the KRS-Ones who was trying to educate people, the rock hymns. There's a lot of great show. Hip hop's forever in my blood. JV has the best music in the crypto space. Thank you, Molly. I like good music. I like to believe, but teach their own. I know some people don't like the music I like, and so be it. Tom slaughtered Mac Lethal. He even mentioned it in his last song, God Mode. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I remember that as well. Watch it, JV. Now I'm intrigued. We got to watch it. Orange Rabbit. Going down the orange rabbit hole, right? I love that. The one thing I don't like about Eminem, he's with the agenda. And I'm not going to throw up the symbol, but even on his X profile, he throws up the Baphomet. So we know he's on Satan's side, unfortunately. And in his lyrics, he'll even straight up tell you he sold his soul to the devil. He says it many times on numerous songs. I sold my soul to the devil. I'll never get it back. Right? He said that on Say Goodbye to Hollywood on the Eminem show. And he's not just writing that because it sounds good. He literally sold his soul to the devil. Most musicians sell their souls to the devil. Taylor Swift would be another example. But we're on YouTube, so I digress. Anyways, fam, come back tomorrow. We're going to continue with the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Same bit time, same bit channel. I've had an honor and a pleasure sharing my thoughts with you guys and talking hip-hop, health, crypto, biddies, Trump, and all that fun stuff. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Please be sure to repost this, like this, spread the word. Greatly appreciate all of your support. And may Bitcoin go above and beyond the moon. You know where we're heading. You know where we're trending. I did promise one thing for you, and I forgot to share it, and I want to stick to my word. So let me share my screen with you guys real quick. I promised you a bonus tweet from the Giga Chad. So I'm going to share that with you, and we're going to end on that note. And yes, Ryan Garcia is single. Shout out Ryan Garcia. I'm a fan. But yeah, I wanted to share with you a $100 million prediction. You can see now, Chandy, Can't Cancel Bitcoin pinned at the top of my profile. If you guys haven't watched the music video, you got to check it out, yo. And look, we're streaming live on X. So cool. And if you guys haven't retweeted the live stream, go ahead and hit the retweet or the repost. It's free to do so, and it helps spread Bitcoin. And the more people learn about Bitcoin, the better. And what do you think of the Trumpster thumbnail today? Let me know your thoughts. Hopefully it performs well. And Jamie the Tapeworm Diamond, that's a classic. I'm looking for the 100 million prediction. It's a coming. It's a coming. Shout out Dankness. Appreciate all the comments, the repost. One of the most hilarious interviews you'll ever see with Max Keiser about Senator Warren right there. You got to check that out, of course, as well. We're getting there. We're getting there. I know it's going to pop up here. Here we go. Come on. After the Trumps. So I know I just retweeted it, but I've been pretty active on X, as you can see. Here you go. So this was the interview that Saylor gave on Patrick Bet-David's podcast. I shared it November 18th. And this is quoting Mike Saylor word for word. Bitcoin is on a path to be worth $100 million, which means that the US dollar will have lost 99.9% of its value over 100 years. Warren Buffett knows this. Charlie Munger knows this. And if you don't know, now you know, broskies. And with that being shared, I am out. Deuces to the entire fam. Looking forward to seeing you on tomorrow's stream. Thanks for joining us today. It was a pretty lit episode.